Huge game here for the Florida State Seminoles, folks. They are in the playoffs as we speak. Florida looking to upset them here today at home. Going to be a tough game. Whatever the home is, Pim. Let's see. Dark. So, yeah, we're white. Yeah. I can wear dark pants if you're going to wear all white. All right. Good luck, brother. Feel it.
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Noles will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. A designed run for the quarterback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark it down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
On the move. He breaks a tackle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Gators move the chains on the designed run for the quarterback, another facet to this offense.
Yeah, and so many things to defend. You think about the Gators, you think about speed out wide, you think about speed and playmakers at running back, and now you throw the quarterback into the mix, and I think that's when you've seen them have the most success in the recent history, just a guy at the quarterback spot that can absolutely hurt you.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Gators are threatening on first and goal. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for space. It's Alchuk. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Caught over the middle, it's Pittman. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
You're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. And the Wildcat has turned to disaster. A big loss as the defense was all over it. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. To the air, it's Lagway. Got his man out of the backfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. This is a designed run. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Takes the handoff. It's Chuck. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense lining up quickly. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Noles send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. Turning it on. Past the 30. The 10.
throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic in the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. No huddle here for the offense.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to Davis. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Using his feet to buy time. Hit as he throws. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find the lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Quarterback will keep it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if he's going to run it. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes his man miss. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
To throw, it's Castellanos. Extending the play. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Seminoles want to move quickly. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. And some room to work. Fighting off the defender. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to pass, it's Glagway. Unloads it left. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first. Touchdown, Knowles! And that one will give them the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Using his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Back to throw. It's Flagway. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take the touchback. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out with more space.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. It'll be 3rd and long. Quick release by the QB. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Buys a little extra time. Finds his man. It's Davis. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They get to the line quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Using his legs to buy some time. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the 1st down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man on the right. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give and tick, 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 tick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the returner goes down. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air, it's Castellanos. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll set up to throw. Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
He wants a big play here late. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.